Hello everyone and welcome back to the Calham64 LP Retrospective, and today we're going to be looking at the game that I redid actually. I would suppose maybe count this as another LP going on, but given the fact there's literally just a redone version of a game I previously LP'd, I don't know, it doesn't really count as, you know, being like number 7 or something like that, if you will. But yeah, anyway. Today we're going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda, the Minish cap for the Game Boy Advance. Continue it on, you know, the gameplay footage that we did last time, where I explained about, you know, Minish cap, given the fact that was the first LP that I ever did on the channel. However, that one was unfinished. This one, however, on August 5th of 2013 when I did it, because that marked, you know, officially a whole year on there, yeah. The release of Minish cap, you know, the Game Advance version when I redid it was on August 5th, which was the exact same day. I don't know why, I just wanted to treat it as a special thing and stuff going on. And, oh boy, this was one ambitious LP, even though this was like, you know, in celebration for 1 year. Good God! I don't know how the hell I had motivation to do half the crap that I did in this LP and stuff. Because, you know, Minish cap and that, it wasn't just a simple, oh yeah, I'm gonna play through the game just normally, I'm gonna do an any % run. No, I literally dissected the goddamn game. I'm talking like up to episode 34, I think, was the finale or so. And this is a Game Boy Advance game, don't forget, guys. This is a Game Boy Advance game, you know? And that meant, you know, just collecting all 20 heart containers, fusing kingstones of every possible being imaginable, you know, and stuff, even doing the figurines, you know, minigame and stuff, where you have to bet a certain amount of rupees, I think it was, or no, mysterious shells actually, yeah, you had to collect mysterious shells, and then bring them to this guy who basically gave you figurines. I had to collect all 130 figurines, just to get this one heart piece or so, to complete a heart container and stuff, and just, I don't know. It was insane. I even did a bonus video. I did a bonus video out of all this, showing off extra things, like the, you know, the extra shield that you get from the giant Goron fella at the top of the mountain and stuff, and just, oh my God, I don't know how I had the motivation for that back then or so, you know, going on, because it ranged from like August 5th of 2013 and finished like November or something, I think. It was like some sort of 3-month project going on. It was ridiculous. I don't know how, you know, I just, every day, it's not every day or so, but when I had the time, I was just all like, yeah, Minish Cat, let's do this. Nowadays, I'd be like, oh my God, it's still going on. You know what I mean? Except it wasn't really the same or so when I did Metroid Prime or so, and like recently this year and stuff, because that was super fun, man. I was always motivated for that. I was like, yeah, Metroid Prime, let's do this, you know? But just, I don't know, I just find it shocking to find that, you know, pretty much a really early LP on my channel, because even though this marks as, what's it, my 7th or 8th LP, I think it is, as far as I remember, I just think it's really ambitious for what the hell I was doing for the time, you know? It's kind of a shame too, because even though it's ambitious, again, my voice, man, it sounded a bit like this most of the time, where if I spoke like this, can you imagine me basically explaining about, you know, all the stuff that you have to do in Minish cap? It's kind of, sort of the same thing, really. You know, it's basically like that all the time, you know, throughout the whole entire LP project. That's my best impression of me in the past. And I think it's dreadful. That's the thing, that's the everything with all my LPs, like I was saying, in 2013, which I talked about before, you know, basically saying every LP pretty much in 2013, ranged from 2012 and stuff, was, my voice sounded like shit. The memories are strong with this one though, given the fact that, you know, this was, like I was saying, it's the very first series on my YouTube channel which like marked a whole year going on, and it felt really nice revisiting the first game that I did for the time, you know, and just seeing it all in high quality and emulation and stuff. And even the beginning bit, you know, with like the whole prologue and stuff explained with the cutscenes and the text, that was like, had some sort of echo effect going on, just, I don't know.
A long, long time ago, when the world was on the verge of being swallowed by shadow.
It marked a whole year. It was Minish Cap, my first one, and I really wanted to up the game quite a lot for how ambitious it was. Like, oh my God, man. It's really weird to just look back at that, you know, just nowadays and stuff. And oddly enough, guys, here's the crazy thing, okay? Like, Minish Cap, like I was saying, was like 34 episodes long. The next LP I did after that was like literally 5 episodes long. The contrast between the two, you know, for like the content I was showing off and the duration of episodes, and that was ridiculous, man. It really was ridiculous. In fact, pretty much the only LP series that I've done really where, you know, the timer for each video in that has gone below 10 minutes most of the time, on some of the episodes anyway, is Sonic Advance 2, given the fact that each episode showed off each zone, you know, given the fact that, what's it, Leaf Forest was shown in like 7 minutes, from Act 1 to Act 2 to collecting the Chaos Emerald and beating the boss, you know, the same sort of template going on. That's pretty much the only time I did it, really, because through Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and stuff, which was the next project I did after this, you know, I just made them somewhat a bit longer because I found that 7 minutes was a little too short for stuff going on. That's the thing, really. I think that's pretty much what most Let's Players and just people, you know, who create YouTube content along the way get anyway. I mean, when they make stuff along the way, during the time that they make it, they'll be like, awesome, I made this, I'm really happy with this. But then later on, they'll look back on it and find that I shouldn't do that. I can improve this now, you know. You'll find improvements along the way and then they'll stick with you, given the fact that, you know, I found that Sonic Advance 2, looking back at it, some of the episodes I think are a little too short, and I'm like, it needs to go at least above 10 minutes or something now, you know. It's just something that you get with experience along the way, at least in my opinion anyway. I remember though, even though this LP was long as bloody hell during the time and stuff, it was really satisfying also when it came to, you know, just finishing off this project in general. Because, I mean, you know, I started, like, literally recording it on my laptop and stuff, you know, with my iPod Nano as, like, the camera and stuff, you know, from August 5th, 2013, and then it continued on. You know, each day, and I would have to keep recording and practicing the game and recording some more and stuff, you know. Just, it felt like an actual full LP project going on, instead of just, you know, one small game that I'm just like, yeah, I'm only going for like a couple of episodes and then that'll do it and stuff. This actually felt like a genuine full piece, you know, that I was like, wow, okay, this is an LP right here, if you know what I'm saying. That was at the time though, okay, that was what I thought at the time. Nowadays I look at it and I'm like, 1, sort out your voice, 2, how the hell do you even Minish? That's my take on it nowadays anyway, but still. Oh, I also remember the intro, actually, coming to think about it. The intro was fun, given the fact that I forgot to talk about this, you know, of all my, the other episodes that I've talked about in this LP retrospective. Ever since, pretty much, yeah, in fact, ever since Minish Cap, you know, the very first one, and Metroid Fusion that I did, I've been making intros for each individual LP that I've done. You know, I did one for Zelda NES, I did one for Sonic Advance 2, and Super Mario Land 2, Donkey Kong Land 3, and even Minish Cap. And Minish Cap and that I kind of liked in this sense, given the fact that, you know, it's the main title screen music, but it was timed with things going on. The worst intro I think I've ever made is Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins. In fact, you know what? Here's the intro to Super Mario Land 2. Does this get you excited for the episode? No! No, it doesn't! Like, why? Well, for a start, you know, it happens way too fast, and the spinning is so fast, and the blimmin' Game Boy, you know, box of Super Mario Land 2 spinning, it's just, I don't know. I hate it. I really hate it and stuff, but, you know, Minish Cap's one was, you know, timed with like things zooming in, and then the title spun in, and then a big old flash, and boom! It's The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, you know, even though you already know what the game is, but whatever. I just mainly wanted to add like intros and that, you know, just to be different, because that was a thing. When it came to making LPs and stuff, I was kind of like, I want to do something different and just fun for like video editing, because I realized, you know, that throughout making this LP, the LPs that I made, and that I really liked video editing and stuff, putting things together and making like things animate and stuff, spinning and things like that, you know, stuff that I do nowadays, really, because I honestly still love video editing to this day. I mean, obviously, you've seen the stuff I've put out recently, haven't you? Boy, it's obvious that I enjoy it. Oh, there were also some, at least 1 or 2, I think, as far as I remember, episodes of, you know, co-commentaries going on. You see, back then also, I decided to do like co-commentaries on LPs just because, I don't know, I found it fun to just have like a mate with me and just change the style of commentary going on and stuff. I did this for the first time, actually. I forgot to talk about this. This is stuff I'm going to have to do throughout this LP retrospective, I reckon. I did the very first one, which was The Legend of Zelda NES Episode 8. I think it was subtitled Donuts, as far as I'm aware. Maybe it was Episode 7, one of the two. I was joined by my mate Harry, known as, what was it, Harry TM at the time, who's actually nowadays known as Harry TM12, by the way, so things have kind of changed over the years and stuff. He joined me, you know, while we was playing through an episode of The Legend of Zelda NES, and it was very fun.
I think we should get back more on topic with these dark nuts, but I've explained them so much before.
The donut.
The donuts.
The donut. Why did I say the donut?
Probably because it sounds a bit like dark nuts, but I understand.
Yeah.
He also made a comeback or so in Sonic Advance 2 in one of the episodes. I think it was Sky Canyon, actually, where he joined alongside me and stuff while we talked about Sky Canyon, except this time, you know, that one was through post-commentary and stuff, so it was a bit more chilled and relaxed, where I didn't really have to worry about playing while talking to it at the same time. We could just kind of sit back and talk about whatever was going on, you know.
And we're back! I like how you said it exact same time.
Yeah, I know, that was weird. Anyway, yeah, we had to collect 300 rings, and I collected 600 rings. That's double the amount. And I'm just going to click the button because, well, I just want to skip past this scoreboard. There we go. And now we have the 5th Chaos Emerald. Anyway, let's see what
Congratulations.
let's see what the boss is.
And he also appeared again in what I'm talking about now, The Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap, where in one of them, I think the episode's subtitle, as far as memory recalls, was called Cooperation going on. And honestly, to be honest, man, I mean, Harry, if you're watching this and stuff, there wasn't really much point in you being in that one particularly, given the fact that, you know, it's just the same sort of episodes and that going on. The stuff I was showing off wasn't really that different, and it was more interesting to be solo than actually co-commentate, because that's the thing. When you're going to co-commentate in that, you need to make sure it's for a reason, you know? I mean, fair enough if you're going to commentate throughout the whole entire game, you know, that's fair enough and stuff, but, you know, just one episode or so with co-commentary, make it something relevant to why the guest is actually there, you know? He was just kind of sitting in the back, just talking about stuff, while I played Minish Cap and talked about stuff.
And so with that, we are locked in and we get into a battle with these guys.
They
It's
look
quite...
like trolls.
It was really weird, at least with, you know, Sky Canyon and stuff, given the fact it was post-commentary and things, and, you know, Sky Canyon even had different gameplay elements than Sonic Advance 2. It wasn't really that different, so we did have stuff to talk about, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. I chose to do co-commentary on Minish Cap at a wrong time, I find, really. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, really, about Minish Cap now. Same with, you know, like Episode 1 and talk about it now with the remasters. It was nice to actually finish the game going on, and it was bloody ambitious and hard for the things I was showing off, and I don't know, it's nice to look back at it, given the fact that that marks the very first year of my time on YouTube, you know? So, well, with all that done, I guess we'll move onwards to the next one in the next episode. Join me next time where I'm going to be talking about the next LP I did after Minish Cap, which was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Yeah, I know, right? The contrast between that 34 episodes of Minish Cap and then 5 of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is going to be a fun time. So, I hope you've enjoyed this LP retrospective episode, and see you in the next one. To see the next episode of this retrospective series, go to here. To see the full playlist of this series going on, go to here. To see the original LP of the one I have critiqued, go to here, or even consider subscribing to the channel by going to here instead. Thank you for watching.